Hi everyone. So this is the second part about how to stop conflicts in the world. That means there will be peace on earth instead of wars. According to the Russian Russian foreign minister and the American prime minister, there is a war already. A world war is happening on the planet, which is very easy to see and feel on the everyday basis. How to stop it? Well, as long as if there are wars inside of people, if there are troubles, energetic, physical, or psychological troubles, then there will be troubles on the outside of people too. And if there are troubles on the outside of people, then there will be trouble on the inside of people as well. So how to stop all these troubles? Well, if we will not be doing things, or things through us will not commit offenses, then there will be no troubles. One way is to make sure is that by not consuming animals, not letting animal nature to consume animal nature, because that will not be good for any animals. It will also cause rabies, inflammation, and poisoning in animals also when they are consuming animals. Of course, when humans are consuming animals, that is also causing rabies and poisonings and infections of the blood, of the nerves, and the cells and the tissues. That's why people are polluted. So the first thing what I would do is to ensure that people are understanding human rights. Human rights does not allow people to consume animals because it's not healthy to have rotting animal flesh or rotting human flesh inside your small intestine and inside of your large intestine. When they start rotting on the inside of people, when the animalistic natured or acidifying natured things getting into humans, or even effects, they could be energies, bad vibrations, bad frequencies, bad radiations. Today, because the internet and the radio wireless devices are interconnected, interlinked, that's why today it is very dangerous to actually have radio devices when most of the population is already infected, already has poisoned blood, poisoned cells, poisoned tissues, poisoned thoughts, poisoned feelings, poisoned deeds, doing disturbing and destructive things and conflicting. Now all of these emotionally and psychologically are interconnected to the ether. Even without having radio devices on us, with us, we would still will be interconnected, interlinked. So what is very important is is to stop the poisoning. At first, humans will have to stop poisoning themselves, as well as humans will have to stop poisoning animals. And animals will also have to stop poisoning humans and disturbing humans and troubling humans. That's how we stop conflicts. That's how we stop wars. So humans will have to clean their own guts if they want to be happy, if they want to be well, and if they want to live in a peaceful world. At first, humans will have to have peace on the inside. If humans are physically poisoned, humans will not have peace inside. That's not possible. It is possible to be poisoned and being peaceful, but again, look like someone who is peaceful while someone is still poisonous. Because if there are poisons inside of people, then people will become poisonous. People do have biological radiations non-stop, projected through their physiologies and from their physiologies and from their spirit. As is, every sick being on the planet is a spirit eater. Every sick being on the planet is an offender. And yet, there are no safe places to heal or to cure the sick people. Doctors are simply not safe in these days. Healers are not safe when they are going to poison beings and they want to try to help them. The way it is done today, it is not being done safely. It should be done safely, so the healers, the protectors, will not get infected. But how can the healers, or those people who are healthy or healthier than most of others, how can they be safe when the world is mixed? There are animal natures on the inside and on the outside of people. Animalistic behaviors are always offensive, always acidifying, and always harmful. So humans need to clean their guts. We need to keep our guts clean. That means we need to keep our stomach well, so we cannot consume things which would otherwise poison the stomach. Every animal nature is poisoning the stomach when they get consumed. Every animalistic things or effects are poisoning they are poisoning human nature when they are getting inside of humans. They get inside of humans through the air, through the water, through the food, through radiation. When animals are next to humans, they also give off radiations which are not good for humans because they are acidifying the human biological system, including the human spirit. So the animal spirit will get alkalized by human spirit, but the human spirit will always get acidified by the animal spirit because the animals have acidic blood, acidic cells, and acidic vital fuels, more or less acidic. As more acidic these components are inside of animals, as more violating and abusive and harassing their natures are, aggressive. They also say that their natures are more animalistic. here is the good news. How to clean animal nature and animalistic qualities out of human nature, out of human natured qualities. If humans will consume plants, suitable plants, properly, when the plants are consumed raw, then they are full of vitamins and other nutrients, fresh air, fresh water. And then when the plants are consumed after being cooked, like being treated with heat or by heat, then they will accumulate minerals. So vitamins will convert to minerals when plants are getting treated with heat, by heat. You can fry them, cook them, steam them, boil them. So as suitable plant natures are going inside of humans, which are neutral natured, all the plants meant to be neutral natured, and they are if they are not polluted by pollutions. In this case, we would say if they are not animalized. So that's all people need to do, is to consume plants. Live with plants, especially those which are producing air, and they give off good vibrations, good scents. Then animal nature will clear out. The guts will heal. The large intestine will be cleaned. When the large intestine is full of stuck pollutions from rotten animalistic substances which got consumed and stuck in the bowels. That's why people have big bowels, because they're full of stuck poisons, pollutions from animals, not from plants. But it could be cleaned, and therefore those pollutions will not be able to, once the large intestine is clean, the small intestine is clean, once the stomach is healthy, then the human biological system will able to produce healthy, clean blood cells. From those healthy, clean blood cells, humans will able to produce healthy cells, healthy brain cells, tissue cells. The cells are always reproducing, but that's the only way. So humans will have to stop being around animals, and animals will have to stop being around humans without protection. What does it mean? If you don't have air supply, safe air supply, which will deliver clean air to your lungs, then do not go where animals are, even in the open air. If you are in the confined or in a closed environment, then as long as there are animals in there, or animal nature polluted, people are there, or things, or even effects, without protection humans will get infected. The pollution will go inside of humans because of the human soul, because of the human spirit, because of electricity. There is electricity, there is static energy, and static energy is in everything and everyone, while humans have the highest static energy there is available, because we have alkaline blood. We have alkaline vital tissues and vital fluids in our body. Everything is alkaline, what keeps humans alive. Alkaline means alkalizing, means electricity sustaining. That means your soul is capable of living on without causing any trouble or without being offensive. So I have these questions I need to answer. One question is that can a doctor who is not vegan be authentic? No, can't. Can a politician or a lawmaker be authentic if the lawmaker is not vegan? Can't. Can there's no way. There's no authenticity there when a poison being is saying that the poison being will do a work which requires a being to be well. That means not being poisoned, therefore the pollutions will not spread through someone who does not have pollutions. But when the pollutions are spreading through beings and people who were meant to protect the population or save the population or heal the population or protect the population or to do good to population, then the question is, will able to a poison being not being poisoned? No, that's not possible. So sick people in positions which meant to protect people, meant to help humans or living beings, sick any formations which are sick or beings which are sick are not authentic. They shouldn't be doing good when they are sick, because they will make others sick too. Does that make sense? So your police officers, your soldiers, your doctors, your politicians, or mine too, ours, we could say that, which are consuming animals and they have animal spirits in them, or even the leaders, or anyone who has an oath to actually do good for humans. Any of those people who got animalistic qualities, acidic and acidifying nature because they got poisoned energetically, physically, or psychologically, through radiations or through biologic or through poison biologies or through anything else, it doesn't really matter. Those people, until they are sick, they are not authentic. That's where authenticity stops. Those people who signed up to do bad and they are poisoned, they are sick, they are authentic. Authentic as animals are, authentic as predators are, but not as humans. As humans, they would be authentic if they would not harm, if harm's way will not arrive through those who are not harming, or perhaps if harm's ways are not arriving towards anyone simply because there is no need for it, and at 95% of the times there is no need to actually do harm. There are about 5% of the time when people will need to cause harm just to make sure that people will not be harmed. But when there is already harm inside of living beings, including people or animals or things, then those harm's ways, those pollutions, those effects will come out. As long as they are there, they will also be projected. So it is super important to separate the wrong things and the bad things from people, out of people, away from people, from around animals. It is super important to make sure that humans will have a good quality lifestyle, so they can breathe, they can feel, they can think, they can enjoy, they could be peaceful, they can love, they can care, they can share. If there are no pollutions inside of people, then there will be no harms on the inside of people. Then there cannot be harm through people out there anywhere. Also, everything is a projection. If there are no troubles inside of the animals, then it is because there are no troubles on the outside of the animals, and that means that the animals will not trouble. The animals do have the density, they do have the need to be around alkaline beings and alkaline things, energetic things. They do have that need, that requirement, simply because they don't have by themselves the necessary intelligence to stay well, to stay alive forever without dying. Animals do not have the ability without external help. Humans naturally do have the ability to stay well, to stay alive forever by being happy, by being good, by being free, by being humans. Humans also do have the ability to support the animal race safely, so the animals will not get sick and will not trouble humans. Humans also have the ability to help other humans safely. That's right, in the end, all we got is each other. And we cannot give that up, because when we give that up, then we're giving up humankind. Then we are giving up human nature. We cannot do that. We were born to be alive, like in the song. Yeah, that's all I can say. Veganism, that means plant-based feeding habits and plant-based lifestyles, plant nature-based lifestyles and plant nature-based feeding habits could save the entire planet very, very easily and comfortably without causing any troubles. Could save the entire planet, all the humans as well as all the animals, enjoyably. Plants make food taste good. Plants have all the nutrients what humans will need or animals will need to have a good life. Noble minerals also do have the ability to support humans as well as animals to stay well. Depending on which animal I'm talking about, of course, because pH balances need to be matched in order to have alignment, in order to have a good balance. So alkaline pH balance beings like humans will need noble minerals, and they all have alkaline pH balances. They are all above 7. Of course, animalistic qualities will need acidic and acidifying surroundings when it comes to objects, because they do have also pH balances and radiations and effects. But as long as it is matching, as long as it is well pairing, the two pH balances between let's see, between a being and a thing, or between beings and things, there will be harmony. There will be peace, there will be love, there will be care, there will be life, without any problems, without any troubles. But when natures mix, because the established pH balances are not being considered, then we are having a problem. But the fact that most of the natures, human nature, being mixed with animal nature, this could be changed simply by consuming plants instead of animals, simply by consuming vitamins and minerals, simply by living accordingly the true nature of the 5 main elements, 4 plus 1, together with Saint Trinity, which means human, right, energetic, physical, as well as psychological balance. That's the only way I have learned and I saw humans being happy. That's the only way, this is the only way, by organizing the environment and staying safe. It is the only way I saw humans as well as animals doing well. I saw peaceful worlds, peaceful households, where the animals were kept separately, completely. There were no animals inside of humans, no animals outside of humans, and then when humans had to go to animals, or animals had to go to humans, it was done safely. If animal nature again is in the air, and it will get in the air because they also give off waste products, it will get into humans as long as it can. So you need breathing apparatus to your skin. If it goes on your skin, anything animalistic, you will get into the human biological system. The human biological system will not like it, because that's an acidic and acidifying nature. Okay, so this is all I can say. If attacks will occur through beings, other beings have the right to defend themselves, to use self-defense, legit self-defense. That means the innocent will need to step up for his or her or its right and say no to disrespect, say no for offenses, say no to lies, say no to oppression, say no to trickery. Say no to poisons. In a certain quality and quantity, alcohol will clean the cells and the blood. Same as with smoke. As long as it is plant, they are all from plants. The alcohols called spirits just like the human spirit, for a good reason, out of plants. It will help the spirit to remain clean, to remain well, as long as the quality and the quantity is right. It is suitable individually. That's why there are many varieties of smokes and drinks available. Only the pollutions and the products, the bugs, don't like something what would clean the human biological system, because that means that they will lose their home where they were staying and living. I heard so many bad things, there are just way too many psychological, energetic, and physical pollutions out there considered to be legal, and there are so many good things, blessings out there, and good deeds, human life supportive things out there, and effects which considered to be not legal. Now all that needs to be changed. Everything what is actually legal according to human rights needs to be legal. You have to pee, you have to pee. No matter who is watching, no matter where you are. You make it as safe as you can. Or poo. Otherwise, the body will get polluted and will get sick, and also will die if that sickness is not being eliminated from pollutions. So those countries which are fining people and jailing people because they were peeing on the street or in the parks because they had to do it somewhere and there are no washrooms available or no free washrooms available, those countries are not doing, they are committing crimes. They are attacking human health. Humans have the right for health. Humans cannot be healthy if they have pollutions, waste products inside. It has to remove from the body. But yet, there are tons of countries with tons of regulations and bylaws which are troubling humans. Not legal. They are all crimes against humans, human nature, humankind. Everything that is not aligning with human rights, to the human rights law, international or universal, they are all crimes. They are the wars. They are the ones, those things creating those psychological poisons are creating wars. Because they mean war against human nature. So they have to be exchanged to policies and regulations and bylaws which are actually lawful, legal. That means fair to human nature. Offenses by the police. When you see the police finding people because something through people were causing troubles or damages. That's wrong. Police work is not about punishing. The justice system is not about punishing. There are no legal systems on the planet legally which allow to hurt humans no matter what. They're not legal. Jailing people is not legal. Keeping people safely until there are offenses happening through them, that's legal. Stopping offenses, no matter what, so you will not be offended or others, that's legal. What offenses means? Offenses means something is harming someone or something through something or someone. Either energetically, physically, or psychologically. The offenses will not stop by offenses. So the bad has to be exchanged to good. Those soldiers with guns. Guns means killing. Any weapons around the world means killing. Any poisoned animals or humans means death, killing. All crimes. It's not legal to have weapons on Earth. You don't need weapons on Earth when you have all the healing techniques available. That's all I can say. So what will we be doing with all these criminals? Criminalized beings and things? Attack them? No. Would that make sense? To, let's say, I know there is a piece of poo on the road and I go attack it. Will that make sense? I will have poo all over myself, right? If I do it. If flies, aggressive flies will be produced from the waste deposit and they're attacking me, or if those flies are attacking the birds or the animals and they are attacking me, or if those flies are poisoning, spraying literally on humans, and the nervous system get inflamed from the poison from them, from the flies or from other animals, and they will attack, I will have to protect myself, or you have to protect yourself, no matter what. Number one purpose, stay alive as a human. So that's the difference. And now when we have stock poo and animals inside of people, most of the people on the planet and animals got cancer. That's one of the main reasons of all the troubles. And that is from rotting animal or human flesh, meat, inside the gut. Yes, there are tons of beings out there consuming humans, not only human spirits, but physical human things, which will belong to humans. There are tons of people out there and beings. And there are tons of things and beings that are consuming human spirit non-stop. Or human psyche. While poisoning them. So, plant-based feeding habit number 1 for all. So this way the blood of the animals and the blood of humans will not be poisoned. This way the animals and the humans will not have rabies. As is, when that happens, that's rabies doing it and causing rabies again. When people are consuming anything animalistic or humans, when humans consuming humans or animals, that's rabies and causing rabies. Causing neurological defects and poisons and injuries for short term and long term too. This is all humans, animals and living beings will only able to heal if they are not poisoned. When you have poison in your gut, you cannot heal. You can stay being sick and being offended and being an offender, because participating of offense, of killing animals and eating them, it's a huge offense. That makes you a criminal. Real Christians, real spiritual people, real Jews, real Muslims, real Hindus, real Buddhists, real Taoists, anyone who is real is not poisoned, not consuming animals and not letting animal spirit inside of them, because then it will take over the human spirit. Everybody knows that. Then it will take over the human mind. So if you're not authentic, no problem, you could become authentic. Until then, make sure that sick beings and things will not oppress and trouble those who are not sick. Okay, this is my message. To end the war, we will have to stop poisoning ourselves with animals. That's the only way. And we will have to stop poisoning the animals and hurting the animals as well. We will have to be vegans. There is no other way to stop the war.